You look left, you look right, you move a pile of mail, nothing. You storm out, come back 30 seconds later, and there they are, sitting right in the middle of the counter, in plain sight, exactly where you just looked. Your eyes physically saw the keys. The light reflected off the metal, entered your pupil, and hit your retina. But you didn't see them. Your brain, in its infinite wisdom, decided that the keys didn't exist in that moment. Welcome to the unsettling world of inattentional blindness. It's the psychological proof that we don't live in reality. We live in a filtered version of it. They asked participants to watch a video of two teams passing basketballs. Their task was simple: count the number of passes made by the team wearing white. While the participants were focused on counting, a person in a gorilla suit walked into the middle of the circle, turned to the camera, thumped their chest, and walked away. The results were staggering. Roughly 50% of the people missed the gorilla entirely. When the researchers asked, "Did you see the gorilla?" the participants were genuinely confused. They were certain no such thing happened. When they watched the footage back without the counting task, they were shocked. It wasn't that the gorilla was hidden, it was that their brains had literally deleted it. Your brain is a massive data processor, but it has a very limited bandwidth. Every second, you are bombarded with millions of bits of sensory information. The temperature of the room, the texture of your shirt, the hum of the air conditioner, the peripheral movement of a bird outside. If you processed everything at once, your mind would be a chaotic mess of static. To keep you functional, your brain employs a bouncer at the door: selective attention. Think of your attention like a flashlight in a dark cave. You see the one rock the beam hits with incredible detail. But everything else in the cave? It doesn't just look dark. To your conscious mind, it ceases to exist. When you were counting passes, your flashlight was locked onto white shirts. The black gorilla fell into the shadows. In another study, expert radiologists, people trained to see things most of us miss, were asked to scan lung CTs for cancerous nodules. The researchers hid a tiny image of a gorilla in the scan. 83% of the experts missed it. Even though their eyes looked directly at the gorilla, their brains were in search mode for nodules. The gorilla simply didn't fit the pattern, so it was discarded. This also explains looked but failed to see accidents. This is when a driver pulls out in front of a motorcycle and swears they didn't see it. Their eyes scanned for cars, large, four-wheeled boxes. Because the motorcycle didn't match that mental template, the brain filtered it out. It's what allows you to read a book in a coffee shop or focus on a conversation in a crowded room. But you can practice situational awareness. The best way to see the gorilla is to occasionally turn off your search mode. When we approach a situation with a fixed goal, we become blind to everything else. If you want to see more of reality, you have to practice soft focus. Stop looking for things and start just looking. When you widen the flashlight beam, you'll find that the world is a lot more crowded, colorful, and surprising than your filtered brain led you to believe. Speaking of picky, did you notice the background of this video change? Or were you so focused on the story that the gorillas in these pictures passed you by? If you found this fascinating, hit that subscribe button. It tells my brain that people actually care about this stuff, and I promise not to filter you out. I'll see you in the next one.